the fuck is going on? Is this normal, guys? Or I might be poisoning myself. So this is watermelon juice. This part melon, this is water. And my I didn't put water in this juice while I was making it. Then this is watermelon. Is it safe? So I just removed it in the fridge so that I can drink it for supper. We are going to have a mukbang today, so it's that. Then we are going to take it with this KFC. This is inaitwaje, honey glazed. I love that shit. Then with its fries, so let's do that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ann Wekesa. It's been a while. I know it's been like a year, but we are back better and hopefully stronger. So guys, I hope the noise outside is not going to affect this video. I'm going to be talking about the juicy stuffs that have been happening in my life. So guys, long story short, I am an accountant, or let me say I am a finance person, kid or lady, but I quit my job end of last year. So yeah, that is what happened. So beginning of this year, someone contacted me and he asked me if I can like help out in somehow teaching. Sorry for the cat, guys, because I think there's something that was hitting in the microwave, that's chicken, and I think it has just smelled it. Saizi inataka. So guys, that some like 10 things, like I was saying, 10 things I wish I knew before I accepted the job offer. So we are going to dive into it. But like I said in the beginning of the video, like we are going to be doing like a mukbang. At the same time, we'll be talking about these 10 things. There might be more. Let me see. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Oh, there are 10. There are actually 10 things that I wish I knew. So if you're teaching, you are thinking about going to the teaching field and it's not your profession, yeah, these are some of the things that you need to know. And the teaching job is over as per I'm speaking right now. Yeah, it was just short. It was short term, so it's over at the moment. But I wish I knew these things. I wrote the things down. So let me just pause, take the food, then we'll go right into it. Back. This is water. This is our meal, like I spoke about. We are going to be taking, this is honey glazed. This is my favorite KFC meal. Favorite. You should try it. There's honey glazed chicken. And there's also honey glazed wings. Then this is their fries. I'm eating more bits of fries. And this is watermelon, guys. Watermelon. So we will be eating while we talk about the things that I learned in being a teacher. I'm not an expert. It was only 3 months, but I have some few things to say. So the first thing that you need to note, guys, keep experimenting. Keep experimenting. Yeah, you need to keep experimenting. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is there's no one way of teaching. I can go in thinking you should follow a certain path of teaching, but you need to like test it out, because different students understand different ways. Others are quick learners, they can just read by themselves, then you explain a small bit of things they are learning. Others are very forgetful, so you need to like know how you're going to curb this forgetfulness. For me, I was there were 4 students. Yes, I did mention it was homeschooling, so there were 4 students, but I was majorly teaching 2 students. And there was biology, chemistry, and physics. Yeah, I did well in those subjects. That's why I was teaching it. So yeah, I got into teaching that. And when I got into teaching that, the first day I was clueless on what I was going to do, but I was guided with the previous teacher that was there, so it was easy for me to like start and maybe like formulate different ways I can do it better. The first day I didn't know like the weaknesses of these kids, so I just went with one way for both of them, which was reading through, then we brushed through what we've read, which was fine in the beginning. Then I noticed one student had a slightly higher voice as compared to the other student, so he was distracting the other student. So I changed. What I did, I now decided they should be reading, then after they read, I ask them questions from what they've read. And at this point, no one would just lazy around, because they knew for a fact questions were coming and no one wants to fail. So that was the tactic I explored. After that exploration of that, when we finished the topics that they had issues on, I went through another route. I now started giving them past papers. They used to mark for themselves. Then we go through the questions again with them. So those are there are different types of techniques I used while I was teaching them, and like I feel like it worked, and I'm hoping it's going to show in their exams. I'm certain it worked, because they were answering questions. They were so good at answering questions. So the next thing that I wish I knew, you worry about students, you worry, like you just can't help it. And the other, it's paired by, like, in spite of you being a teacher, you also become like a sister, you also become like a mentor, you also become like an advisor. No one prepares you for these guys. Like, you become all-rounded, and you are constantly worrying, like, for example, if they're okay, did they understand what you taught them, like, is their personal lives okay? You're always just asking yourself like so many questions, because you know, when you see them behaving in a certain way, you're like, are they having like some sort of trauma? Are they having issues? Like, you just worry about these kids. I don't know, like, it's just inevitable. Maybe it's because I'm an empath, but I feel like empath aside, you just worry, you're constantly worried, like they get home safe. Like, for example, if you see them doing something, you're like, something is going to happen, you just see danger. I don't know if you get what I mean, but kuna venye tu you just worry, you're in constant worry about these kids. Like, you become a mother, protective mother, mama bear, I don't know, you become worried extremely. Then the third thing is you work past your exit time. For example, the place I went to like teach, it's homeschooling. Maybe if I have pictures or videos of the place, I would show you. It's homeschooling. So we used to enter at 8, then we leave at around 1. But guys, this does not mean that I wake up at 8, because I stay quite far from the institution. I used to wake up at 10, not 10, is it 4 a.m. I shower, I prepare myself, then leave the house by 5:10. Walk to the stage, take a bus to town, take another bus to I was just about to say where I was teaching, but take a bus to, let me just say, it was Karen. I take a bus to Karen. Again, they will pick me at the stage to take me to where I am going to teach. So it was a journey, like around 2 hours journey daily. So like, in spite of that, to get there, you now start preparing of what they are going to be taught, because they have a timetable. You prepare, you know, if they're going to do an exam, you print for them the exam. If they're supposed to be reading, you also go through the notes. When you're done teaching the first lesson, you have like around 40 minutes to go through the next lesson, because they're at break. Then when they come in, you now get into that lesson, you teach them. When you're done, they go home. It's like around 1. When they go home at around 1, you also go home, yes. Maybe at that time at the bus you are, in fact mimi siwezi wadanganya, like I was sleeping all the way journey. Nilikuwa nalala mpaka town because I was just exhausted. Then when you get home, you need to refresh your brain. Unaanza tena ku revise. You are like a student also. You start again revising for tomorrow, the first lesson. Especially if you're going to be like teaching them things. If you're going to give them an exam, maybe that day you can rest. The previous day you can rest. But if you're going to teach them, my friend, you need to go through those notes. If you need to research, you research. No kesho usikwe. Because you know, with these kids, something that I noticed that I didn't notice kitambo, because when I finished school, I used to like teach my siblings, and they used not to have so many questions. They used just to take your word and that's it. With these kids, they will ask you questions. Like, you don't need to ask them, do you have any question? No. They will just ask you questions and you will have to like tell them the answer. So at this point, you need to read beforehand, because they will, you know for a fact they're going to ask you questions. The fourth thing that I noticed, guys, I needed to train my bladder. Not to use the bathroom less. In fact, I always drink a lot of water. I'm a water person. Like, I drink a lot of water on a normal occasions. But when I started teaching there, I had to like refrain from drinking water for those hours that I'm there. Because, like, how would you tell a student like you need a bathroom break? Okay, they can tell you they need a bathroom break, but you can't tell students you need a bathroom break. So what I used to do, I used not to drink water. Ningeenda huko. When I get there, sometimes I go to the loo the first thing in the morning, relieve myself, then I teach the whole time. After I teach, even that break, I used not to go out, because there's another reason as to why I used not to go out. It's going to be one of the things that I talk about. So after I teach, and say so, like, I am pressed, yes, but I mean, you train that bladder to carry to carry water, waste water. Then like nikisha toka, when I get off at 1, that's when you can go for your break. Or sometimes even I used not to go there. I used to like go to there's a Java hotel restaurant around Karen. I used to go there for my short break, my short relieving. The other thing that is closely related to the topic, the number 4 thing that I've said, was the teaching environment might betray you. The teaching, what do I mean by this? For example, guys, Mimi, I don't like anything cold weather. Like, I am a summer body. This summer body, like, I love summer. I like place penye kuko na hotness, because I love wearing this type of tops. If you've not noticed, most of my videos that always have and you can only wear these types of clothing if the place that you're staying or the place that you are has like the best weather. So this place that I was teaching, like I mentioned, it is in Karen. It's very cold. Don't know it's because of the trees ama ni nini, but it's extremely, that is jokes, extremely cold. So hii place ningeva masweater, ningeva sweater mbili. First of all, nilikuwa navaa, I used to wear like a sweatshirt. At the same time I wear like a jacket because of the cold. Alafu trousers 24/7. The only time I used not to wear trousers on Fridays because we get off early, so like I would not wear trousers. At least I would wear something that I like, but most of the time trousers na masweta kubwa kubwa because it's extremely cold. The other thing about the environment betraying you, where I went to teach, I don't know, like for me, I have a fear for dogs, and I love dogs. Maybe I'll put the dog somewhere up there. Like I love dogs, but at this point when I went to teach at this place, the first day when I went, I was like, they were telling me, that dog is nice, it can't do anything to you. So see, I was easy about it. I was so easy about it, so nikaingia na hiyo fire. So I was even became friendly to the dogs. I'm talking a lot and I'm not eating. Well, this chicken, not even a joke. Not a joke. Ni tamu, honey glazed. I highly recommend. So one, I was so easy after being told that. So the dog was okay in the first instances. Then there's a day, I think like the third week, me being there. There's a day I was just headed home. The dog came running towards me. Ikaniuma. Guys, it bit me like iliniuma. I didn't even see it coming. Iliniuma. And when iliniuma, like I was shocked. Because I was wondering, why is this dog like biting me? And it's not biting other people. And then I asked other people. Other people told me like there's some people who are bitten, but now they decided to now start chasing when they see the dog, they chase it. But some mimi in this case, I was being told, now the owner of the dog at him, what I do, like I start petting it. Why would I like pet something that has already bitten me? After the day it bit me, you know what? I started avoiding it. Because at any given point, the dog would see me like standing. When I was seated, it was chill. I find it shorter. But when I was standing, I don't know, like I think it was seeing like a weird thing. I still ask myself that question to date. We were enemies with that dog. We were enemies. Because it would see me and then run towards me, coming to bite me. So I decided to like start asking the guard to lock it down when I come in and when I leave. So that is part of the reasons as to why I wouldn't even go for a break, because ningeipata hapo nje iniume. Where do I get the money to go to the hospital? Once bitten, twice shy. Obvious. I stopped. The other reason is you take nothing personally. Take nothing while you're teaching kids. Take nothing personally. Trust me, when I got to that teaching job, I think the kids were maybe trying to put their first foot forward. So they were nice, they were kind, they were good to me. Sa tukishazoeana hivi, my God, you'd see them. You are teaching them, they'll use their phones. When you take their phones, they will move to using their laptops, chatting. When you tell them to like concentrate on their work, they will assume you. And then the next day, they will be sweet kids. They will listen to you. They will do whatever you say. They will do everything that you want them to do. They will pass their exams. Again, the next day after the day they have behaved, the next day now, Miss Jui, like all of a sudden, you can ask them in the morning, what did we learn yesterday? I don't remember. I don't remember. My God, in the beginning, when one of the kids told me I don't remember, and the previous day, the kid had like done so well, or so proud of them, like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how don't you remember, and you did yesterday so well? And it was a topic in, I think, photosynthesis. Who doesn't remember photosynthesis? Come on, like, come on. Okay, I can remember. She doesn't remember. You know what I did? I was so pissed at Mimi. Yeah, I was shocked. I was pissed. And since I realized I was pissed, I took a break. I took a break. I went outside. I now decided to calm myself. Juliani, it was just testing me. It was a test. And then when I came back, I was calm. And then I told her, you need to read everything that, because we used to write the notes down. Read. Today we are not even going to learn. Start reading. And she started reading. When she was reading, she started telling me, okay, now I remember. After that day, I told myself, take nothing personally, because today they'll be good, tomorrow they'll be bad. Or 1 week they will be good, 1 week they will be bad. Or today they will tell you they love biology, they love chemistry. Tomorrow they'll tell you in your face, I hate biology, I hate chemistry. Again they'll tell you I hate school. That was a constant thing, so you have to get used to it. A kid will tell you I hate school, so it's upon you to digest that shit. You'll now start asking yourself, like, does she hate because of this subject? Am I not doing the right thing? Am I not teaching her the right way? You will ask yourself questions, but technically it's just human beings being humans. In fact, teenagers being teenagers, because their emotions are up and down, so you have to deal with it, guys. You have to deal with it. Another thing was, you always have to have a backup plan, because technology fails. When I entered that place, when I was starting to teach, the Wi-Fi was good and correct. Again, it enabled us to like print exam papers, do a couple of things. But towards the end of the school year, the school term, like Wi-Fi stopped working. Wi-Fi stopped working. Papers zikaisha. So like, if you you're thinking like the next day they'll be doing an exam, you go early, you go and print. My friend, you'll get there, there's no Wi-Fi, you can't print, you can't do anything. So you have to have a backup plan. What am I going to do to remedy this situation? What are you going to do? Are you going to now start asking them questions for them to like tell you? You read the question out loud, they tell you the answer. You have to figure this shit out. Technology is going to fail. That is something I wish I knew, because at the back of my mind I would think, today it has failed, maybe tomorrow it will be okay. But a certain period, it went like that for almost 1 week. You couldn't do anything about it. You had to just improvise and do something else. So I feel like every teacher who is going to the teaching field should be able to know, like, if this fails, what am I going to do after this? If this fails, what am I going to do after this? I've said, did I say you will get angry? You will be angry. Like I said, you will be angry at a certain thing. So you have to make sure you put your emotions in check, because the kids will tell you, I didn't understand that. And when you are teaching them, they were so okay, they were answering questions. The next day, they totally don't understand anything. So I mean, you would be like, I mean, this is simple. Why would you not like understand? So in such scenarios, you would advise you take a break and then come back with a fresh mindset and see how it goes from there. You'd also be happy, because kuna times where they're in a role, like if you ask them anything, you're just wondering, how are they even answering these questions? Because they are good, they answer everything, they're inquisitive, they want to know. They'll even tell you, thank you for your lesson, like I understood everything, like thank you, you're the best teacher ever. They'll tell you such things, trust me, and you'll be very happy. So that days that you'll be extremely angry, and the days that you'll be extremely happy. Yeah. Another thing is, I think that's about it. Some are repetition. So I will put the 10 things that you need to know, I think, on the side of the screen, so that when you're thinking about changing career paths, either changing career paths or like something has just come up and you are free and you are going to do it, this is very key. This is very important, and I would not be in the best position if I don't like tell you guys this. So that is what I've been doing for the last 3 months. I've been doing that. Now it's done. On to the next, like we always say, on to the next. So yeah, how would I rate it? Like, I would say nice experience. Like now I know, like, being a teacher is not a joke. I always like believe I can do anything. Like, imagine me nakonga hivyo delulu. Like, I always tell myself I can do anything, and if that thing is going to be difficult, I'll probably find out when I am there. But teaching is not a walk in the park. It needs you to be extremely patient. Something that I'm glad, like, not that I was not patient, but patient to some level. Something that I'm going to be forever grateful to learn. Also, I didn't mention this, but I was teaching another race. I was not teaching Africans, or semi Kenyans, black people. I think I'm used to like dealing with my race, but that was an open. My mind was at least opened. Like, our cultures are quite different. Like, they're inquisitive a lot, and yeah, it was nice. It was really, really nice, and I'm glad that like I did it. Like, I wouldn't trade it for anything, because okay, fine, I had told myself when I finished my previous job, I was just going to chill and maybe apply my accountancy for accountancy gigs. But I'm glad I went into teaching. Maybe in the future I would consider it, because I was thinking like when maybe in the future I can be a lecturer, but it's not easy. Now I am open-minded. I know for a fact what I am supposed to think about before I go into the teaching gig. So yeah, those are part of the reasons as to why I decided to create this video. And yeah, that was it. So we are going to be doing this YouTube we're going to try, let's start with try. I'm going to try to be consistent and post. So guys, I'm going to edit this thing today and post it today. Thank you for watching. Bye.